What's up everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel and welcome to another speed build. So for today's video, I'm building a nice family home here in the world of Willow Creek. I'm actually building right next to the lot where I built last. So for my last video, which was I think like a young couple's home, I think is what I called it. And yeah, I'm building on the lot right next to it. This is the lot where the BFF household lives by default. And at first, when I started building here, I was actually debating building this or furnishing this for the BFF household, but I decided against it in the end because, well, for one, I do not really like that towny household. Like the BFF household is fun. They're just roommates, or like the title suggests, they are supposed to be best friends. However, in the game, they are actually just acquaintances, so that is kind of random. But yeah, I at first thought I wanted to build for them, but then I decided against it, and I actually turned this house into a foster family home. You could also very easily turn it into a generations family home. It has loads of bedrooms, loads of bathrooms, so it could definitely work for a generations family home as well. But I have been doing quite a couple of generations family homes over the past few months, I feel like. So I wanted to do something different. So as I was building this house, I was like, what sort of household should I furnish this for? And then I decided to go for a foster family home. So 2 parents, and then they have 3 foster kids, which 2 of them are teenagers, teenage girls. They are twins and they share a bedroom. And then they also have one little boy. He is only just a kid. I think he's about like 8 years old, maybe 9 years old, something like that. And so a little boy, 2 teenage girls, and then I was thinking that they are in the process of adopting a baby. So I also included a nursery for this house. And so yeah, these parents are in the process of adopting a baby. So soon they will have another kid in their household. So it's a nice and full house, which I thought would be so like wholesome and so cute. And yeah, for this house, I was actually using a reference picture. I was very inspired by a house that I saw in a TV show or a show on Netflix that I was watching at the time. I already finished the show, but I actually got through it like so fast. Once I found a show that I really, really like, or a series that I just really, really like, I can't stop watching it. So I definitely like binge watch it, and I finish it in like, well, depending on how many seasons it has. But this particular show had, I think, 2 seasons. Is that correct? 2 or 3? No, I think it had 2 seasons, and I think I finished it in about a week, or like a week and a half, something like that. So yeah, I definitely binge watched it. But it's a show called The OA. It's on Netflix, though I am in the Netherlands, and I think Netflix is a little bit different from country to country, but it is on Netflix here in my country. It's called The OA. It's some sort of like, how do you explain it? It's like a mystery, kind of. I almost want to say sci-fi. It's not really sci-fi, but it's definitely like some sort of mystery, weird show, but it is really, really fun. It has to do with like abduction, and it's really difficult to explain, but I really enjoyed it. It was a really fun series. And every now and then you got to see like a shot of the neighborhood and of the houses in the neighborhood. And this was one of the houses, like one of the homes in the neighborhood. So, and with Netflix, like it usually is with those types of things, you can't actually take screenshots of your screen because of like copyright stuff. So you can't actually do that. So I actually needed to take some like pictures with my phone of the house, like on my computer screen. It was a whole thing, but I did have some like reference pictures, and I tried to recreate the house. What I really liked about the house mostly was the shape. You can see that it has a lot of little bump outs, and it's quite spacious, like it's quite large. I did not recreate the back. I did not have any images of the back of the house. I also did not recreate the floor plan. I came up with those myself, but more so the facade of the house. Also not like the driveway or anything necessarily, that I did not recreate, but more so just like the facade of the house, like the front porch and all the little bump outs. is what I kind of took inspiration from. Obviously, I couldn't do it one-on-one because that just doesn't work. The proportions, like size proportions in The Sims are way different than they are in real life. So you can't actually literally copy houses, or at least I can't. And I also don't like to do that. Sometimes I do, but most of the time I just kind of want to use something for inspiration, and then I'll see what happens from there, basically. But yeah, for this house, the facade of the house was actually fairly easy to recreate in The Sims. Even size proportion wise, I did not really run into any issues with that. So that was actually really fun. And then something I also tried to kind of recreate was the color scheme on the exterior, like the different colors for the paneling, and then some parts of the house are made with brick, or like made from brick. And so yeah, that's what I did for this house as well. And I just really, really like how it came together. I love the shape of the house. And I just feel like it looks so inviting and so cozy, and yeah, it's definitely quite spacious. So I was trying to think of a storyline for a large family, and that's when I decided to furnish it for a foster family, like I already talked about. And then, but yeah, by the way, let me know, have you watched the OA on Netflix, and did you like it? Because I really liked it, and I was hoping for like a season 3. But I don't think there is a season 3 on the way. I did some research because I was fairly obsessed with it. So after I was done with the 2 seasons that are on Netflix, I was quite sad, and I researched a potential season 3, but it says that there is not going to be a season 3, so that is quite sad. But have you watched the OA, and did you like it? I personally really enjoyed it. And let me know if you have watched it. Do you recognize the house? I don't know whose house it is. I don't really recall. It's a house of one of the characters for sure, but you don't actually, well, you see shots inside the homes, I believe, but not too many. And I just don't really recall whose house this is. You might know, maybe you recognize it if you've seen the show. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And if you have any more like Netflix suggestions, let me know. Because I finished this one, so yeah, I need a new show to watch. So if you have any cool suggestions, then please let me know. But yeah, you can see that we are starting with the interior for this house. And for this house, since it is super spacious, and it is meant for a large family, I did want there to be more than enough activities for your Sims. I also wanted to obviously try and reflect the Sims' personalities. Somewhat, but at the same time, I also didn't want to clutter it up too much because I really wanted this house to be very like functional and nice for gameplay if you want to use it. Sometimes I can just go a little bit overboard with clutter, and lately I've been trying to keep an eye on that and make houses more playable instead of only like aesthetically very pleasing, you know? I just love going crazy with clutter, but lately I have also really been enjoying taking it, like keeping it to, well, not keeping it to a minimum, but just, you know, keeping an eye on how much clutter I'm placing. Because obviously for lower end computers, it's nicer if it's not too cluttered and not too crazy detailed, because then it just runs more smoothly, and that is nice. If you don't have that issue, if you have a higher end computer, then you might not run into that issue, but still, like, some clutter can sometimes cause like routing issues or other weird little glitches. So I don't really know what I'm trying to say here, but I was keeping an eye on the clutter. However, it definitely still looks very lived in, because I was thinking of a, what is it, 6 Sim family? Yeah, 3 kids, 2 parents, and then a baby on the way. So a 5 Sim household right now, but it is going to be a 6 Sim household at some point. So yeah, it has a lot of Sims living in it, and that is what I was trying to reflect, because I was definitely thinking that the teenagers and the kid, like the little boy, they're not gonna be, you know, they're kids, so they leave messes behind. Obviously they clean up after themselves, but still, you know how it is with kids. I mean, I don't, because I don't have any kids, but I can totally imagine what it would be like. So that is what I was trying to reflect a little bit. And then for the floor plan of this house, it actually came together so nicely, so naturally. I don't know why. Usually with large houses like this, it takes me forever to come up with a floor plan. But for this one, it was very, very easy. So we have a full-on nice entryway where we have the staircase and where I place just like a coat rack and a little area to sit down and put on your shoes, like stuff like that. Just your regular little entryway situation, I guess. And then we have an archway that leads into the open living area slash kitchen slash dining area, which is the area that we are furnishing right now. So I immediately got started with the kitchen because I knew where I wanted it to go. So yeah, I just placed down the kitchen first and then the living area and then the dining area. And then I kind of worked my way backwards to make them a little bit more detailed and cluttered, because I just placed the kitchen down, placed the living room down without doing any sort of clutter or any sort of decoration pretty much, because I just really wanted to figure out the layout at first. And then I kind of worked my way backwards and cluttered up the place a little bit more. And that has really been working for me lately, like that order of doing things, I guess. It's just really nice. It really, really works for me. So yeah, it was nice to just get the layout sorted and then go back to the areas that I kind of already placed down to do some more clutter and some more decorating. It's just a nice way of doing things. For me, it really, really works. But yeah, here you can see that we have a large dining table with 6 chairs. You could even also put a 7th chair if you wanted to do that. I just didn't want to do that because, I don't know, I liked it this way a little bit better. It was a little bit too repetitive, too many of the same chairs, I guess. So I just kept 6 chairs and I think it's really nice. So here you can see that I finally started placing down some clutter. I started with the dining table. The house is not too like matchy-matchy. I was really debating if I should do a more modern interior or a more traditional interior, and I decided to go with a mix of the two. The kitchen, you can see that I placed down Parenthood kitchen counters. The Parenthood kitchen counters is what I'm trying to say. But then I chose the white swatch with the black countertops and then black appliances as well. So that is, in my opinion, definitely more on the modern side of things. But then for the living room, I placed down a base game couch and cats and dogs chairs, and those definitely look a little bit more on the traditional side of things. So does the end table from Cottage Living where I placed the TV. Stuff like that. And then the dining table definitely looks more modern, but then again, the chairs look like they could be thrifted. So it's definitely a mixture of the two. The house itself is definitely more on the newer side of things, not necessarily very modern, but definitely more recently built, as you can tell by the kitchen and then also by the bathrooms. The bathrooms are definitely, yeah, just kind of modern and nice. But then for the rest of the furniture, it's definitely, I definitely try to mix and match modern and more traditional because, well, they didn't buy all their furniture pieces all at once, probably. So maybe they thrifted some items, maybe they got like a hand-me-down couch or something like that. That is obviously still very nice and usable, stuff like that. So I was really trying to make it look a little bit more realistic in the sense that not everything is too matchy-matchy. And I was definitely really enjoying that for this house. I think it came together very, very nicely. I kept a fairly neutral color scheme. I used a lot of black and whites and gray as well, and beige as well. So yeah, it's quite neutral in that sense. And then in the kitchen, I actually also used the subway tiles as a backsplash, which also is more on the modern side of things. So yeah, by those little details, you can definitely tell that the house itself was, well, you know, built not too long ago and maybe got like a kitchen upgrade or like a bathroom upgrade, something like that. So yeah, it's really a mix and match of modern and more traditional, or not necessarily traditional, but just modern and less more modern items, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, you can see that I'm cluttering up the kitchen. I think it's really, really cute. I also placed down some island counters with a couple of bar stools for some additional seating, and then I placed a laptop on there as well. And then for the bedroom and bathroom situation, the parents have their master bedroom downstairs and they also have an ensuite. So you can see that I am just now getting started on this hallway, which I turned into a laundry area, a quite spacious laundry room, you could call it. It's just in a hallway. And I really was set on making this, like turning this into a laundry space. I could have easily placed the laundry machines in the downstairs hall bathroom because it was definitely big enough for that. But I really wanted to just utilize this hallway for laundry. I don't know why, but I just really enjoyed that idea. So that is what I did. But yeah, this hallway, we have an archway leading off of the living area that leads into this hallway. And then this hallway has a door leading into the master bedroom. The master bedroom has a nice closet. It has a nice ensuite, so that is quite luxurious. And then we also have a full-on study space slash like skill building area off of this hallway as well. Since I was keeping an eye on having this build be very usable for gameplay, I really wanted to include a lot of activities. So I was set on having a full-on study slash skill building room for this house. So that's what I did. It's off of the hallway, off of this laundry area, as you can see. And I made sure to place like, obviously a desk with a computer, but also an easel as well as a piano as well. So yeah, that's definitely a couple of activities that you can do. And then I also made sure to place down a chess table on the front porch. And then obviously we also have some activities for the kids. In the backyard, you can see that I placed down a basketball hoop, and I also placed a swing set, the monkey jungle bars, and then later on I also placed the science table and the woodworking bench. We have some planters. So there's a lot of activities in this house, which makes it very nice for gameplay in my opinion. But here you can see, here we have the parents' bedroom. And for the parents, I don't know, I didn't really think about what sort of jobs they would do. Honestly, I have no clue. Maybe something with kids. They are definitely very social and helpful, and they are very family oriented. I mean, they have 3 foster kids, so they're just really, really good people. And they are really set on helping these kids and providing for them and making sure that they have a good future ahead of them. So yeah, that is really what they care about. So they're, in that sense, they are very, very social, they're just really good people is what I was thinking, but I'm just not quite sure what sort of jobs they would do. Probably something with children. Maybe one of them is a teacher, the other one, I don't know, but they really care about kids and they really care about their family. So they probably do something that is related to that. Here you can see they have an ensuite off of their bedroom, by the way, so that is really, really nice. Yeah, I was trying to actually explain to you the bedroom and bathroom situation. So the parents have their bedroom with ensuite downstairs, as you can see. And then the teenage girls, who I was thinking they could be twins. They're twin sisters. They're about 14, maybe 15 years old, but no older than that. They share a bedroom and they also have an ensuite off of their bedroom. So that is actually very nice for them. Then the little boy, he has his own bedroom, so he's very lucky in that sense. But I also think that the teenage girls, the twins, they are just inseparable. They're like best friends. They have probably been through a lot together already. So their bond is very, very strong. They probably also wanted to share a bedroom. So they are sharing a bedroom. Then the little boy has his own bedroom, no ensuite. He can use the whole bathroom. And then I also decorated, like I already explained, decorated a nursery for the baby. That's not here yet. The baby is not here yet, but the baby will definitely be coming. They are going to be adopting a baby. So that's very exciting. But yeah, here you can see that this is the office space or skill building space. I don't really know what to call it, but it has quite some activities. And then after that one, we are moving on to the second floor. I also did not record the bathrooms other than the parents' ensuite. But for the rest of the bathrooms, I mean, obviously the layouts are a little bit different for all of them, but I used pretty much the exact same furniture except for the whole bathroom upstairs. That one is quite spacious. So I could actually use a separate shower and tub. So no shower tub combo in that one. But obviously after the speed build portion of the video, I will do a little tour of the house in game. So I will make sure to show you the other bathrooms as well. But yeah, this is going to be the teenagers' shared bedroom, and I was really trying to make it very, very girly. So I used this pinky wallpaper. I love this swatch of pink, or like this shade of pink. I think it's so pretty. I would honestly want this in real life. I think it's so pretty. I love this color so much. I don't know if it's my reshade, probably has something to do with it as well. But I love this like cooler shade of pink. I just think it's really pretty. So yeah, I placed 2 beds from Dream Home Decorator. I obviously also gave them a nice wardrobe, and then I also gave them a shared desk. So this bedroom is, well, it's not too big, but it is a nice size for a shared bedroom. I was debating using bunk beds in here, but I don't really know. The placement for bunk beds was going to be a little bit awkward in this room because of the like window and door situation. So it was going to be a little bit difficult. So I decided to just do 2 standalone beds. Is that how you can say it? Or like just 2 single beds. And I really like how it came together. So the room was definitely not too big, but I did want to make sure to give them a little shared desk situation so they can at least sit down and do their homework. I mean, they are in high school, so they definitely do need a little area for that. I did not give them a computer or anything in here. That would just be a little bit too luxurious, I guess. They can obviously use the computer downstairs, and then there's another laptop downstairs as well. However, I was thinking that that one would belong to one of the parents. They probably need it for like work stuff. But they do have a family computer in the office downstairs. So that is what the kids can use. And then I also actually placed a little tablet on the desk downstairs. So the kids can use that as well if they need to. And then for the little boy, I was thinking that he could be very much into animals. I gave him a little rat. I barely ever use those, but I placed a rat in his bedroom, which I thought was really fun. And then I also gave him a little frog that he takes care of on his nightstand. And I was thinking that he is very much into animals, into biology, into science, that sort of stuff. I was thinking could be cute for him. And then I also gave him a science table, but I actually ended up placing that one downstairs outside on the back porch because I didn't really have the space for it in here. I did give him a Scouts board because I thought the Scouts, like, that would be perfect for him. He is very, very much into nature, into little animals, into biology, like that sort of stuff. So he probably wants to become like, how do you call that? Like a biologist? I honestly don't know what to call it, but he is just very much into nature and science and all that sort of stuff. So I thought that that would be really cute for him. I barely ever do a bedroom like this, but I could really see this personality for him. I don't know why, but I just thought it was so cute. So he's definitely part of the Scouts as well, which I thought just would be so, so cute. So as far as all the Sims in his family go, I did definitely have like the strongest vision for the little boy, like personality wise. I could just really see what sort of little boy he would be. And then for the rest, it's just a little bit more generic, I guess. It wasn't too detailed. But here you can see that we have the nursery. The nursery is quite empty still because the baby is not here yet. And then once they do have the baby, and then once the baby turns into a toddler, you could obviously swap out the little crib for a toddler bed and place some more toys in here. And yeah, it's a nice sized bedroom. So yeah, definitely still works for them when they become older as well. But yeah, after that, we are moving on to the back porch. I already furnished most of the backyard at the beginning of the video. I placed down most of the activities, but here you can see I'm just decorating the porch. I place a nice dining table out here, as well as a science table and a grill and an outdoor bin as well, because you obviously need that. And then I also placed down a little seating area. So they have a very, very spacious backyard that I just think is so nice. There are so many activities here for all the kids. They can just run around and play and have fun together, which I thought was so cute. And then they can even do some gardening if they're into that. I also placed the woodworking bench out here for one of the parents, or maybe the teenagers are into that. I don't even know if teenagers can use the woodworking bench, but you can always try. And then here you can see I placed down a chess table on the front porch, and then I just decorated the front porch a little bit more. And then that is actually it for this build. So let's jump right into the game and I'll show you the house in real time. So here we have the house in the game. I feel like it looks very inviting. Even though it's quite a big house, it doesn't look like too overwhelmingly huge or anything. I just really like it. You can see that I placed a couple of cars in the driveway and also some bikes that your Sims can use. So that's another activity. And then when we take this pathway around the house, we have this gate leading us into the backyard. So you can definitely tell that this backyard gets used quite a lot. We have some activities in here. We have the monkey jungle bars and then another play area over here as well with a basketball hoop, which I honestly do not use enough. I love this item. I just always forget that it exists. But for this one, for this house, I actually managed to place it. Then we have a back porch and a little terrace area where you can just lounge around or grill up some food and have dinner outside. And we also have some planter boxes. So definitely a lot of activities. Then for the front porch, we just have a chess table out here, and then right here we have the front door, which leads us into the entryway. So it's just your standard entryway, nothing too special, just some storage space over here, and then a little bench over here where you can just sit down and tie your shoes. And then obviously we have the staircase leading to the second floor. But then when we go through this archway right here, we have this nice open floor plan situation. So in the middle, we have this living area. It's not too spacious, but it definitely has enough space. We have a nice TV. I also made sure to place down a gaming console so your Sims can play some games and they can just sit down and relax here in the living area. And then back here we have the dining area, a large dining table that I cluttered up a little bit. And then over here we have the sliding glass doors leading onto the back porch. And then over here on this side we have the kitchen. I love how the kitchen came together. It's cluttered but not too crazy and definitely still functional. So I placed an additional laptop over here, and I also wanted to place a functional bookcase obviously, so I placed that one over here in the corner. And then I thought this parenthood like curfew board would be perfect for this family as well. They do have a lot of kids and everyone probably has their little chores and their activities and their curfews, so I felt like this board would be a nice gameplay item. So yeah, this is the kitchen, and then off of the kitchen we have the downstairs hall bathroom. It's quite a standard bathroom. It just has a shower, no tub, and then it has a sink over here and a toilet and also a laundry basket. By the way, if you can hear my cat munching in the background, she just got her lunch, so she's eating. I'm not sure if you can actually hear her, but I can. I always think it's really cute. But anyway, over here through this archway, we walk into the hallway slash laundry space. It's very spacious, but I really like it. So we have this whole laundry situation over here, which for a large family with a whole heap of kids, I feel like is so nice to have. So yeah, this is basically just the laundry space. I also placed some large mirrors over here. And then this door leads into the master bedroom. I really love this bedroom, but that probably also has something to do with the fact that the lighting is just really gorgeous this hour of the day. But they have this nice double bed, and then I finally was able to use this mirror. I love this mirror. I just don't get enough use out of it. So I was really happy that I could place it in here. They have their walk-in closet and then their additional little linen closet over here, or like linen dresser, or whatever you want to call it. And then they have their ensuite over here. This one I did record, so they have a shower tub combo, and yeah, it's just a very standard bathroom layout. And then through here we have the office. So we have a desk with a computer, obviously. We have a nice painting corner and then also a music corner with a piano and a guitar. So very nice and functional space in my opinion. Then upstairs we have once again, a very spacious landing, but that is just how the floor plan worked out. Oops, this door is glitched. I hate it when that happens. I fixed it. That's good. So we have this spacious landing where I placed an additional little couch. It's just a nice little extra area where your Sims can sit down, maybe do their homework, or read a book, or hang out with someone. Oh, here we have my cat. She just joined me on my desk. Then over here we have the teens bedroom. This one is very colorful. I honestly love the color scheme in here. It's very pink and pastel, but then there are definitely some pops of yellow in here, and these purple chairs really add such a fun detail, I feel like. So yeah, this definitely screams teenage girl bedroom to me, and that is what I love about it. So they have their dresser over here, and then their makeup and hair stuff and all that, and then they have an additional little shelf over there and their desk over here in the corner, and then they have their ensuite bathroom. So once again, very standard layout, but definitely nice and functional with a shower tub combo, so that is really luxurious. Then across from the teens bedroom, we have the little boys bedroom, and I just love this one. I feel like he has such a fun personality personality. We have his bed and his weird little frog over here. And then he has a little rat. Look at the rat. Oh, that is actually really cute. Look at him. Look at this little buddy. He has a bookcase in here and then a toy box as well. And he has a wardrobe. And over here we have the nursery. Also nice and colorful. I love these paintings. They add a really, really cute detail in my opinion. We have a nice changing table and a crib, obviously. And to fill up the space, I placed this nice hanging plant in a very nicely matching swatch. And then across from the nursery, we have the whole bathroom. This one is definitely more on the spacious side of things. We have a separate shower and tub in here, as you can see. Once again, a laundry basket, and then the sink over here on this side. But that is actually it for this house. So this foster family home is up on the gallery. It comes in at just under 125,000 simoleons. It has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and I built it on a 40 by 30 in Willow Creek. It's on the lot where the BFF household usually lives. So yeah, if you want to place it in your game, then that's where it goes. But that's actually it for this video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this build. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery like I just showed you. My username on the gallery is Simmarysims. You can also follow me on Twitter and on Instagram if you'd like. My username on there is Simmarysims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. I just hit 5,000 subscribers today, so thank you so much for that. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!